Hello, everyone, and welcome to the Lori Clark Show. This episode of my podcast is brought to you with the help of Zoom Us, a video and audio conferencing interface. It's important to know that I'm in no way sponsored by Zoom. I just want to tell you how much I love it. It is very reliable, easy to use, and provides excellent audio and video files that my team and I produce to share the power of story with you. Another non-sponsored, couldn't do without, but just have to tell you how good it is Squarespace. When they say it is the all-in-one platform, it really is true. I go into the back end of my website multiple times a day, adjust things, post podcast, add links, and look at our show's analytics, which all sync across my devices. And when I need an image, Squarespace provides an excellent resource that's powered by Unsplash. Now for my most favorite feature, the Squarespace app. Being a working mom, there never seems to be enough time in my day. So when my daughter's in ballet, I sit in my car and upload, post, and manage everything on my website from the app. It's really cool and seamless. Squarespace is really, really simple and very dedicated to helping me create a brand of excellence. So with that, big shout out to Zoom, Squarespace, and Unsplash. Thank you for helping me tell people's stories. With that said, let's move on to the best part about today, the show. Please allow me to welcome my next guest on The Lori Clark Show. I'm here with Luci Wormel today. We are talking about postpartum recovery. Luci wrote an article to Pop Sugar. Yay! And it just hit a note, didn't it, Luci?
It did. So many people started sharing their experiences, and it just like I still get messages daily, and this has been like 3-4 weeks. Well, my son is a month now, so ever since he was born. So it's so crazy.
And you wrote this article when you were in the hospital.
Yeah, it was the day we were getting discharged. I just took a shower real quick that morning before we got discharged. And then, I just looked at myself in the mirror and was like, whoa, I do not remember looking like this with my first two or feeling like this with my first two. It was just like, my daughter is 2 years old, so it's been like 2 years since, this last baby, but it felt so different and so foreign and so new. So I was just like, and my husband wasn't there, so I was like, I'm just gonna take a picture of this right here. It's not the prettiest, but like I want to remember this. It felt so crazy to me.
Well, you had those like mesh underwear on.
Yes. Yeah. Mm-hmm. When I had my first child, and having to wear that, I was like, what is this? No one told me about this. Yeah. I was just like, what are you giving me? What? How does this work? And it's just, I didn't know anything about those underwear.
I know. I remember so okay, Luci, you tell our viewers, how many children do you have?
I have 3.
3. Okay.
My oldest is 3, and then I have a 2-year-old and then a 1-month-old.
Okay. And I have 4. I have a 20-year-old, 19-year-old, 16-year-old, and a 10-year-old. And we have a lot in common on this. And this really struck a chord with me because I remember feeling what you described. I remember very clearly standing there just going, what happened?
What happened? Yes. What happened? Question mark, question mark, question mark.
And then burst into tears. Like, what happened?
Yes.
But I didn't have that feeling until my third. And my son, it knocked me off my feet. I thought, well, I did it with 1. I did it with 2. What am I missing? Like, is there a gap in my memory here?
Yeah, that's exactly how I felt too. It was like, I done this twice already. What is so different with this third one? Like everything that I was feeling was out there. Like it was just so out in the open. I'm like, what happened? Like, I'm the same person. Nothing has changed. Like, you would think it would be easier because you've done it twice already, but no, it doesn't get easier. It's a lot harder. It's more difficult.
Well, then we make that decision. Some of us make the decision. We're like, yeah, we're trying for a third. Some of us aren't trying for thirds.
Yeah.
Or fourths or whatever. But when you have this baby, it's like, for me, I remember being, we've got the belly, you're touching it, it's firm. Everything is like rock hard. And it's not abdominals. It's like birthing baby in there. It's like compact, right?
Uh-huh.
And then you have your child, and you can put your fist right into, your spine through your front. You're just like, oh, and it's huge. It's gross.
Yeah, it is gross. Like after birth, yes.
Yeah.
Like, people they only see the outside of us. Like, yeah, they see the belly, like we're still pregnant, but like if you really get deep down in, it's gross. I didn't want to look at the toilet after I went. Like it grosses me out, and it's me.
Oh, I know. I know.
No, it's not. It's very graphic. Like it's gross. It's disgusting. It makes me like feel dizzy. Just like it's not pretty.
Well, and let's talk about some of those things, because I'm really honest, and we always on my show we engage in a lot of honesty about it, because it's the story and the honesty that makes people connect and has people going, wait a second, I know that and I didn't realize. But for me, I remember I had my third born at the same time as one of my friends. She had her first. Mm-hmm. So we were in the same room together, and it was awesome. And I remember the nurse coming in and saying to me, okay, so you might have some clots. And I'm like, why? And she just said, okay, so you need to make sure to check them. And I was not ready for what was in the toilet. I wasn't ready for the pain as I sat on the toilet.
Yeah.
I wasn't ready for any of it.
Yeah. I feel like a lot of people have the toilet stories. Everybody that like messaged me is like, it is so hard having to go to the restroom for the first time. And I feel like for people who hasn't like gone through childbirth, they're like, what are you talking about? What do you mean? But it's really like that pain I can't even describe it. Like I cried so much, and I would rather like hold in my bladder than like try to go, because it was so painful.
Oh yeah.
Oh gosh.
No, for me, I remember, I'm just adjusting myself here. I remember my perineum. Like I didn't even know I had one. I was like, that hurts. Whatever that is, that hurts in there. And it was just, I had a posterior baby. So the whole process of that was uncomfortable, the birth. And then, of course, like, wasn't Emmett posterior as well?
Yeah, yes, that's what. And then I delivered him with a catheter still inside of me, because he came kind of like, okay, I'm just gonna come out. I'm not gonna wait for anybody. So everything was still like inside. And she said the reason why it was so hard for me to like having to go pee, like it hurt so much, was because I gave birth with a catheter in there, and it did something. I don't know the medical stuff, all the details, but she said that was one of the reasons why it was like really hard and painful as well. So that was fun.
Well, it's just damaging. Every part of you, it feels it like it just is so damaging.
Yeah.
Can we talk about the emotional aspect of this third born? Because it's, you have your first, you have your second, and your second sort of slaps you in the face. It's just like, what? Like you really move. I remember moving from 1 to 2 and being terrified, going, how am I going to take care of 2 babies? Like, what's this? But then when you have your third, there's something about the disconnection. Like, can you speak to that disconnection? I felt inadequate. Like, and this is 17 years ago. I just remember going, what am I going to offer here? I felt disconnected from myself. I felt disconnected from, my vision of my life. Even though I wanted to be a mother, it was so final for me. And it felt like it was going to be a lot of years where I was going to be doing this Groundhog Day thing every day. It was just this feeling of, I can describe it as inadequacy.
Yeah, there are days that I definitely feel that way because I have two other kids that I have to care for, and it's hard to like balance. All of my kids we planned for, we wanted, but
Right.
it is a balance between like trying to make sure all the kids get like the same amount of attention. So yeah, I feel inadequate. Like even though my husband's here on leave and stuff, he's helping, but it's like I feel bad as a mom, like, oh, I didn't spend as much time as my oldest today, or like my middle is acting out because she feels not being emotional, like she feels left out, like, and then I have to care for Emmett because he's a baby. Like, how do I do it all? And I can't do it all, and it's okay. And my kids aren't gonna know that like mom feels that way. They just know, oh, like mom's here, like mom's playing with, you know what I mean? Like 5 minutes with them, that's like a lot of time. To them that means like an hour long, or you know what I mean? So it's okay to feel, or it's okay, I guess, like not, I don't know how to put it, but I'm like, I just lost my train of thought. But
Well, and you should. You've got a month-old baby, and you don't have any. But join the club. I like. This is a really important conversation because I don't think we're ready for this stage in our life when we go, wait a second, I just did this most miraculous thing ever. Right? Mm-hmm. Like no one else gets to do this. Just women. You have to be a female. You were in an exclusive club. Mm-hmm. We do this. And then the pressure starts. Like that feeling. You immediately move to, okay, so like you said, my firstborn, they need me. And this one needs me. And I want to play. But I can't play because my bum hurts, because I've got a hemorrhoid, because I've got stitches, because I had a cesarean and now I'm trying to recover, and everybody wants me. Everybody wants a piece of me.
Yeah.
And you want to tend to yourself, but you can't. Your husband wants to talk to you. Your husband wants to connect. You can't. It's like there's nothing left in the tank, right?
Right. Exactly. Yes. You put it very well. Yeah, pretty much. I guess like we're being pulled in all different directions, and it's hard. It's hard. And then, when you talk about like, oh, it's hard, then people get this, like, they misunderstand. They're like, why are you complaining? Didn't you want your kids? Like, you know what I mean? This cycle, like, no, we're trying to recover, but we're also trying to be there for our kids. Our husbands can only do so much because there's only so much that they can help with. He can't help with breastfeeding. Like I have to do that. And then I feel bad that he's always having to, take care of our older kids. I'm like, it's such a cycle. Like you're just full of emotions and you feel all these things, and there's a lot of guilt. I've experienced a lot of guilt with this third pregnancy because I'm stationed. Like I can't move around. Like I'm always nursing, and if I'm not nursing, then I try to take a nap because I'm up in the middle of the night like nursing. So I'm like, I feel so guilty. And then I posted about this, but the postpartum stage where you just get angry at every little thing because you just feel so then that happens, and it's like this postpartum is so much more than like just the depression or the anxiety. It's like it's so much more. It's the recovery. The little things make you mad, and then you just like lash out, and then it affects your relationship. And
and for me, we know that like anger is grief, right? Yeah. Anger is grief. And I look at it like, and I was thinking about this last night. I was talking to my partner. I said, like, do you remember those years where I was in this complete, brain fog. And he said, well, you were amazing. You were amazing. And I said, I know, but in looking at it now, I remember a part of me was grieving. A part of me was grieving for the loss of, I wasn't able to fulfill this role that I had wanted. I want my children. I love my children. The grief of not being able to take care of it all, to do it all, and how to juggle that while you're trying to recover.
Hold on, baby.
Oh, get somebody. Does somebody want to come and see?
1 second. Let me check on her.
Sure.
Okay.
Oh, look who we have. Hi.
Morning.
Good morning. How was your morning?
On.
Hi, I'm Lori.
Can you see, baby? Here.
I can see. Hi, Pumpkin.
I'm Chloe.
Oh, hi, Chloe. Good to see you, Chloe.
I'm confused.
That's okay. You can just sit with her. We're all good for that. So, it's to resume, it's saying, well, how do we manage? How do we take care? And there's a grief in that, and that grief comes out in anger. Mm-hmm. Like a great example, I remember one time I had just had one of my babies, and I saw this woman. She walked by and she was in like a pencil skirt and looked fabulous and was getting into this beautiful car. And she was in a business meeting, you could tell. And I was like, oh.
To be independent, or like to not always having your kids with you all the time, or just like get up and go. You don't get that anymore as a mom. Like you don't get time for yourself as much anymore, or at all. But yeah, I am envious of people who can just like, I can just go get my nails done for like an hour here. I feel bad to just leave for like 20 minutes. That mom guilt, But yeah, you do.
And what do you do with that mom guilt, Lucy? Like, what's your way of dealing with it? Because you're so fresh, and I can remember what I did, but what did you do, and what do you do now?
I just I tell myself, oh, my husband is helping, like he's here. Like I tell myself there's someone else here that's able to help me. Let them help, allow them to help. So then I get that like 10 or 20 minutes to myself, and I'm working on like communicating back to like asking or letting him know what my needs are. Otherwise it turns into anger because I'm not talking about it, and
right.
Only I know what's wrong.
Yeah.
So yeah, that's how I'm working on that mom guilt. Like before I wouldn't really go anywhere or do anything, but now I'm like, well, my husband he can help, and I'm only away for so long. Like I'm gonna come back. They're safe. They're gonna be okay. So I think it's just like have a pep talk with yourself, pretty much. It helped me. So
well, yeah. And talking about, there is a process of grief that happens for us as women. Mm-hmm. So talking about that grief, talking about that loss that you feel, that mm-hmm. loss of connection, where that you're not going to sit and have food and watch a movie with your husband without.
Oh dear.
Oh.
You want mommy to come get you? Okay, 1 second.
Here we go.
Be right back, okay? Be right back. You're doing so good, baby. Good job. Come here. Oh, come here.
And that there's also a loss too for, the body and the role that it plays while you're having a baby. So when you're having a baby, there's all that influx of like hormone and everything. Mm-hmm. And then after, it feels like it just dumps out.
It really does. I was like, I'm out, like, hey guys, I'm here.
Like hot flashes, sweating.
Yes. Isn't that just crazy oh gosh. We go through so much.
We do go through so much. Like, I remember in the middle of the night waking up and being drenched in sweat going, what? And then thinking it's milk, and it's not. It was like just like a hormone or whatever.
You knew every time, like, what's this now? What's next? What's next? What's the next thing? Yeah.
But I didn't know what was next. And I think that was the weird part, and which is, again, why we're having this conversation, because what is next? And and you know, we want to respect every woman, because every woman is different.
I was just gonna say that. I'm like, I know that all of us are gonna go through this differently, but it's all the same. It's just like, we don't know what's next. We don't know, you know, it's different, but then it's like, it's the same. We have to go through this crazy phase of postpartum recovery that we just like kind of question, like, what's going on with our body? Like, what's going on? But yeah.
Well, and not only that, but you find that there's just an extra measure of exhaustion and brain fog, and then you don't want to. It's like you have to choose. Oh, I'm not going to drink celery juice this morning. I'm having a croissant with coffee, right, or a donut. Like then you move immediately to. For me, I always move to like the trying to fill the void of, because I was so exhausted, I had to fill it with something. Like I would reach for coffee or like sugar, because I was so tired. It helped me cope. And it's like, we got to give each other permission to be how, like, it's the moment. This is your present moment. You need to be, you know, I think we beat ourselves up a lot about what we should be doing, or that girl down the street does all this. And I just, you know.
Listen to your body, listen to what you need, not what they're doing, but what you need, because what you need is different. It might be different from that girl next door, and that's totally okay, because your body, that's what you need right now. And yeah, I go and get a coffee every morning because I need it. And if I don't get that, I know I'm going to go crazy. I'm so tired. I can't function. And that's okay.
That's okay.
That's okay.
And it's, you know, now that I'm out of that phase, and I'm not saying that this phase is easy either with the kids at that level, because it's a whole new level of juggling. But in that phase, I would say, looking back, I did not let go. I did not ask for help. I thought I was Superwoman. I thought I needed to be that person. I was like, oh, I need to be all of this for everyone.
I think a lot of women feel that way because that's the role as a woman, right? Is we have to be the nurturer, the mother, like we have to do it all. And I feel like when we ask for help, we ask for help or whatever, it makes us feel less like we can't do it all. So then we're like, you're supposed to know how to do it all. You're supposed to do it all because you're the mom. So yeah, I feel like it's a kind of almost like shameful.
I know. You actually feel less capable. It's like, well, I brought these kids in and I
did able to do it all.
I should be able to handle this. You know?
I can't. The truth is you cannot. Well, I can't. I'm just learning that I need to ask for help.
Yes.
Or else I get worn out. I'll burnt out. And then my health is important too. So if I'm overly exhausted and I get ill or something, who's gonna, be with the kids now? So yeah, it's like you also have to remember your health is important too.
Your health is important, and coming from a perspective again where you're in this early stage and I'm out of this stage. So I'm 44, and Luci, I would say that if I could do it all over again, which I would not, but let's just say someone said you need to do it over again, what would you do? My only advice would be to choose yourself and rest in choosing you. Because when you choose you, everything flows out of that. And it sort of reduces the guilt and the shame and that feeling of I have to measure up, or that feeling of, inadequacy. It's like, no, this is me. I did this. How powerful is that? And embracing that choice of every day going, no, this is me.
Love. Okay, one moment. I'll be right there, okay?
Right?
Thank you.
Right? Like, this is life.
Yeah, I like that. To choose yourself.
Choose
to
yourself.
prioritize yourself as well as your kids. You need to be up there on the list as well. Yeah.
And whatever that means. So that doesn't mean like all of a sudden we start giving lists. Okay, top thing to choose yourself is. Because again, it's different for everyone. Someone might say, I just am choosing myself today and I'm going to be kind. Maybe it's I'm choosing myself today and I'm going to drink more water. I mean, we don't know, and we can't. I believe there's so many boxes for a mother. It's like, here, get in this box, and I think we should smash those boxes because we matter, right?
Yeah, we do. It's so true. I'm like, why am I tearing up?
Why are you tearing up?
I don't. It's just a lot to be a mother in motherhood. There's just so much, and there's so many emotions, in this, and I think a lot of it, like most common emotion, is like people would just feel ashamed or feel guilty to like speak up about things like this because they don't want other people to think they're incapable.
Right.
And then they feel alone.
Yeah.
Because they're not connecting with other people because they're bottling it all up. And I feel like if we just all be kinder to ourselves and also to each other and not like, why is she doing this or why, like things like that, then I feel like more women will feel safer to like speak up or to talk about their experiences, and then it's a better recovery too. I feel like postpartum, it's not going to be easy, but it's like at least there's support, and at least they feel safe enough to like talk about it. Because I think a lot, like before this, I didn't really, like with Owen, I didn't really talk about my postpartum because I just felt like I wanted to be a mom, and so I just have to deal with it. Like, who cares? Nobody's going to care about your feelings because this is what you want, And so I think a lot of first-time moms too feel that way. It's that guilt of like, people think they're complaining. Like, this is so hard.
Yeah.
It's so painful, but we're not complaining. These are real emotions. This is how we feel.
So many women say, they preface it by saying, I'm not complaining.
Yeah.
I'm not complaining. Someone might have it worse than me. But, and then they begin sort of to almost,
minimizing their struggles.
Minimize their struggles. And I think that this is why our conversation is great, because we are setting the stage. As a listener, as a viewer, if this is resonating with you, write into Luci, write into us, direct message me on my show, on my Instagram, because this is a conversation, and I love talking about this because I know that I did not talk about this, Luci. I had 4 kids, never said a word.
Mm-hmm. Wow. Do you want to go upstairs? I'm going to walk her out. You want to go upstairs? Okay. And
yay. Do you need a cup of coffee? Where's your coffee?
it's right here.
Good. It's going to be interesting. I am very excited to not edit a lot of this video.
Because this is real life, right?
We can't. We're not gonna pretend. Like, I think, and that's the problem. Is, you know, this. My show is all about stories matter, and real life stories.
Your storytelling. I read that. That's awesome.
Yeah, because, you know, this is important. Every experience, I don't care what it is. If you're starting a business, if you have it doesn't matter to me. There's a story behind everything. The story is the thing that ignites most things. And this is your story, and this is our story. And the women that are watching are, you know, looking at this video going, that's life. And there might be some people that are, you know, looking at this going, why wouldn't Lori, like, cut out some stuff? And I'm thinking...
There's always going to be two sides to everything, two perspectives, like, right? But you know what?
I don't care, actually. But I understand, Lucy, because I'm a mom.
Yes. Yeah.
It doesn't irritate me. Like, I know exactly what you feel. And when you're feeling what you're feeling, I've been there. And
look, I'm going to show you. We have a crying kid right now.
That's right. Let's have the baby. Who is it now? Which one?
This is 90% of our day is having this.
Yeah.
This.
Sweet lamb. Hi, Chloe.
Hey. It's okay. We'll get over it.
You will. You will. And here's the thing for you. And this is for all the mothers. I survived.
Yes. In that moment, we feel like, oh my gosh, this is terrible. We're having such a horrible day. Like, this whole week is crap. Because in that moment, if there's just so much anxiety dealing with a crying baby, and then if you have other kids too, you just feel like, oh my hands are full, and you feel overwhelmed. But it's just this moment. This is not like forever. Like, I don't know how to explain it. Like, this is just.
I think you're explaining it well. You're explaining this well. It is just the moment, and you and I are blessed. We had moms that are available and were wanting to help, and some people don't, and some people, you know, move into that place of saying, I don't have anybody.
Support. Yeah.
And in that place, that's where I don't know what to say. And that's the honest truth, is I don't know what to say. I know that you know, there's a lot of support groups, you know, for young moms and playgrounds and things like that. But at the same time, nothing can stop that leaking out of that feeling of loneliness or sadness or grief. It's almost like you walk through it.
Mm-hmm.
Right? And that's the balance, is you're having this baby. You're never alone. Someone's always touching you.
Mm-hmm.
And
you can't even shower alone.
You can't even shower. You can't even go to the bathroom alone.
No, I can't.
And guess what? It does pass. But that's not enough for the moment. Right? For me to say to you, oh, it's going to pass. Well, big deal. Like, how do I deal with the present? And the present is, it's choosing yourself on, some people might be an hourly basis. Some people might be minute to minute. Just going, I got to choose here. I got to choose, you know? And what does that mean for you?
Choosing myself?
Yeah.
Like you said, it's like a minute, or like it's an hour thing. So for me, if it's getting like too much, or I feel too overwhelmed, I'll take like 5 minutes to myself. Tell my husband, like, I need 5 minutes to myself, and that's all I need is 5 minutes to kind of just be more collective and like calm myself down too.
Yeah.
So yeah, just like even 5 minutes to yourself. And okay, so for people who don't have like anyone around or like a support system, like, how can I take 5 minutes to myself? I would see, like you said, I don't know what to say.
I know, because I can't say to them, well, we can't define it for people. It's what you need to know. I think the message that we're saying is, it's different for everyone. And we're saying as a collective, take 5.
And whatever that 5 looks to you works for you, right?
Yeah, take it.
But everybody's 5 minute is gonna look different. Maybe the 5 minute, like everybody just go out for a walk. Like if you don't have anyone around to 5 minute alone means 5 minute together, but together like just getting some fresh air. If that makes sense.
Yeah.
Because I find with my kids, if we're in the house all day, they get bored and then they act out too. So like just getting some fresh air all together. Like, yeah, you still have your kids, but at least that 5 minutes you guys are out doing something like walking and it's refreshing.
Yeah.
Kind of like a timeout but for everyone.
But you know what? That 5 minutes, I also think too, there's a lot. I remember my girlfriends and I would talk about this because it would be like, okay, our house is a disaster. So it's taking that 5 minutes and letting the dishes be there.
Mm-hmm.
Like
that's a good one.
The dishes they're not going away, and that's okay because 5 minutes, 10 minutes, that's fine. If you can get up in the morning and if you just purpose to wash dishes at 6 o'clock at night, then leave the dishes, leave them. You know, like that's part of being present. That's part of allowing yourself to be in the moment, is to say, okay, I'm going to actually take the time to say, I'm going to make dishes happen here, not throughout the day where I'm always, moving and doing. Mm-hmm. Then maybe that helps you sit and read a story. Mm-hmm. Right? Like but we got to give everyone permission.
Yeah.
Because I don't think motherhood makes you feel safe. Nothing makes you, right? You laugh, but...
No, I laugh because it's so true. Yeah. Oh, gosh. Yeah. You can't see what's happening here. It's perfect here, right? But I have a little one here that just, come on, Mom. Come on, Mom. Let's go. And I'm like, okay, just keep smiling.
But it's only 9:30 in the morning.
Right here.
Hi, Baba.
Like, oftentimes, like, we don't see everything. We don't, like, we only see a little bit of people's lives, right? And then we compare ourselves, but...
And people need, and I think that's a good point to kind of end this, because I can see that everybody's getting restless. But the point to make as well is, when you are on Facebook and Instagram and social media, people are selecting photos that show that they look together. But it's not always that way. We can stage things. We can put our outfits together and make sure we got lighting and make sure we all look good. But that is not real life.
If I have any advice to like moms out there, my advice is don't compare yourself. Everyone is going through something. Some of us is just more verbal about it, and some of us just hides it because we want to, we don't feel comfortable talking about it.
Right.
But we need to know that. We need to remember that and not beat ourselves up like, my house doesn't look like that. Oh, my kids don't look like that. Like, no, your house looks fine. Your kids are fine. They're safe. They're fed. So just don't compare yourself. I used to do that. I'm like, well, my house doesn't look like that. Like, I feel kind of sad. Or like, oh, my kids, it's really hard to get all 3 kids to take or the 2 to like have a photo together. And I'm forced.
Try having 4 kids.
Right? And I'm just like, if I'm lucky, I'll get a picture. And if I don't get a picture, it's fine. Like, why am I stressing over that? Because this mom posted a cute picture of her kid, like, together. Like, why can't my kids be like that? No, it's okay. Like, don't stress. Like, just don't compare yourself.
Well, and the other point, Lucy, too, is I think part of the postpartum is, what about when a mother looks at the situation and says, I want to go back to work.
Yeah.
Right?
Yeah.
That's okay.
It's okay.
Because not everybody's path is to be at home with their children. Some people's path is to say, yeah, okay, but we're going to daycare. We need to do this.
Yeah, it's totally like my mom worked. She wasn't a stay-at-home mom. So everybody like is different. Every family is different. And I feel like we shame both sides too. Like we shame the stay-at-home moms, but then we shame the working moms. It's like
no way.
No, both moms are sacrificing a lot and both miss out on things. Like the stay-at-home mom gets to experience this, but then the working mom doesn't. The working mom experiences this and the stay-at-home mom doesn't. So it's just like we all lose and a little bit of something.
But we forget about our common thread is that we gave birth.
Yeah.
That is superhuman. That is a Wonder Woman. That is a superpower. That is like the coolest thing ever. And along with it comes this whole litany of trouble.
I love that litany.
And messiness. And where you fall, it doesn't matter. But we've started the conversation. So whether you're depressed, whether you're full of anxiety, or you're just exhausted, or you're full of joy, and you're like, this is what I was made for. Or you're like, no, I wasn't made for that. I'm going to work as quick as I can. Guess what? It is what it is. And everyone gets to choose how they embrace who they are as women. That's the power of this.
And this just came to me right now, but motherhood is not one size fits all.
No.
Right? It's not. Motherhood is so different. It's different in so many ways. There's so much to motherhood. And I feel like people think motherhood is just one thing and we all have to like experience the same exact thing, and we don't experience the same exact thing, then we're different.
Yeah.
And why does she feel that way? Why is she different? And then all this like these things, but I feel like motherhood, there's so much to motherhood. It's different for everyone, and it's not one size fits all. It's different.
No,
it really is.
It's different. And then there's the single mom.
Oh gosh, that's like a whole
other ball game,
right? Oh gosh,
and that I just go,
wow.
That's where I my mouth hangs open, right? Because I just go, I don't even know, and
so much props and so much like love for single mom.
Absolutely,
really. I don't know how.
No, because we have compassion on that because we know how hard it is being us with a partner or any support, and yet it if you are a single mom out there, you know what? That's another story that, hey, I'd love to have a conversation about that, because how we all feel is very similar. You can find these threads, and whether you're aware of it or you're not, this conversation might actually be an awakening for some people to go, oh, I didn't realize, now I do. And this conversation might be for other people to go, oh, I was in denial, but now I feel like I've got a connection point, right?
Yeah. And back to the support, like not having a support system. I was reading online. It was like another mom platform thing. Yeah. They said that if you don't have like physical support, like a mom or like a husband or like a person,
just a
support
person
system, you can also like find support on the internet, like a community. And that helps too.
Yeah.
Like you might not know these people, you might not be able to meet up with them, but to just like read about what they're going through and to like share experiences, it totally helps. Like that's what I try to do on my account, is to have people like engage in discussion, because then other people are reading it too. And then it's not just me all the time. It's like all these other moms are feeling this way. They might be able to connect with, someone in like that, like a support system. So yeah, you can find support system through like an online community if you don't have anyone. And it does help. It's not the same. I know like you miss out on some things, but it's still a bond. It's still some kind of bond and something to help get through like postpartum, motherhood, like all that stuff. So, yeah.
I know. And, and yeah, you're right about what you say. You're right. It's just, I just am grateful. Thank you so much for using your experience as an offering to other people that they can go, oh, I resonate. And it's just lovely to see. That's what I tag into. And I know there's more to your life, Luci, than the motherhood.
Yeah, but right now,
like nobody goes, what did you do before? Like, it's just like, no, mom.
Yeah.
Right?
Yeah.
And there's a loss of that. It might be, well, I was this, I was that, I did this, I was a graphic designer, I was, project manager, all those different things.
I worked full time. See, with my firstborn, I worked until the day I gave birth to him. That day, I came home Thursday and I had him Friday, and that was the day I stopped working. Was the
And what were you doing before that? What were you doing?
Insurance. I did insurance, and it was for business insurance. Like, I think they're called commercial lines, if you're familiar.
Yeah.
My husband did personal insurance, and I did the business side. So we worked together.
Yeah.
But yeah, before that, I did that, and I did all these other things, and now motherhood.
And that's where the loss is too. And the grief and the anger and the, and it's like this, it's of the former life, the life that you had, and now all of a sudden it's like hitting a brick wall, and you're like, this is going to be my life. No, it's not. If you choose yourself, this is the moment, and it's the present, and there's beauty in this place for you, and you will have what you need in the moment, but also you can resume your life, and you can, we are so blessed with the way our society is now, because we can dibble on the internet, we can do freelance, we can, but that's part
opportunities. Yeah.
But that's part of choosing yourself. Maybe that's what it is. You chose yourself by going, I'm going to write a story, and that's your time away when you're on your Instagram account and you're writing up. It's like,
yes, that I love how you put that. It is. That's my 5 minutes.
It's your 5 minutes, and guess what? Whether it doesn't matter what it becomes, it's your experience and your 5 minutes. But look at what happened in those 5 minutes.
I feel
you started a conversation.
Yeah, I did. It's crazy to me to think, because when I did that post, I didn't think people would. I didn't think anything of it. I was just like, gosh darn it! Like, why is my belly looking like this?
I know.
Why do I feel this way? Like,
yeah.
I don't remember. And then all of a sudden, I get these random messages and like things coming. Like, wait, what? Like, what's going on? And so I'm like, wow, like that is just so amazing. It really is.
And why I appreciated our conversation and our connection, in the green room and then now, is because number one, I can resonate, but number two, this matters, and it fits right into the whole premise of this show. Every show I do is very intentional, and I'm, it's a young show, it's starting out, and I go, yeah, I just birthed something, and I feel very exposed, it's amazing. You can really see parallels in life, especially when you can relate back to this being a mom and having those feelings in those early stages, and what it's about redefining how to engage in this dynamic that you and I are, and all my other guests. And your story just sort of ignited that for me. I was like, oh, that is just a wealthy, beautiful message that needs to go somewhere. And I just thank you for sharing, and we must connect. I mean, we gotta do another show on, we can talk about what we can do.
Thank you. I can't believe it. See, that's the beauty of like the internet now is I'm here in the States and you're in Canada, and it got to you. I'm like, wow, like that is amazing.
I know.
That is so amazing. And just because your oldest is 20 years old, right? And mine is only 3, but you still felt that.
All of it.
Like that is amazing.
All of it. And for me, I was the one that like I lost weight very quickly. So it was just like boom. But so then on the outside everyone was like, "Oh, you're together." And I was like,
wow.
and,
no.
And on the inside I'm like, yeah, I'm a little hot mess in here. Like, working through that on my own. And I didn't necessarily share. I think I had this idea, and this is really important because for those of you listening and watching, life is a metamorphosis. We move through stages. At the beginning of your motherhood, you will not be the same in 5 years because growth happens. And for me, I was that mom who was like, oh, okay, so kids, I mean, they were organized. They were amazing. And we had a lot of fun. And I'm just learning now to let go. I carried that for 20 years and I've run myself ragged and got like, my adrenals are like, oh, we're not like my adrenal glands just threw the towel in. They're like, we're done. You got to take care of yourself. But who I was back then and who I am now, totally different.
Yeah.
And your mothering will change as you awaken to the possibilities of what, your future holds. But as you choose yourself, that moves you forward. So, we can be all over the world and have this conversation because it's not going to change, right? The conversation is very much the same conversation.
Mm-hmm. No matter how our experiences are, because I have to cover this. It's like, I know everyone is different because I've had people like make comments like, well, that's not how, like I know every birth for every woman is different. Postpartum is different for everyone.
Yes.
But there is a common ground, like we gave birth.
That's the commonality.
Have changed. It's gone through a lot, whether that's like you didn't feel, it's different. And I know that it's different for everyone. I know that, but it's a conversation. It's stuff that people need to talk about too. But yeah.
Lucy, when you can give grace to yourself because you choose yourself, then you can actually give grace to other people. Right?
And there's a sense of like peace that you feel as well. I feel like it took me 3 kids to figure this out.
Took me 4 kids and another 10 years to figure that out. I'm sorry.
To the, it's okay for me to like feel this way and like time for myself or pick me, not in a selfish way. Like I'm gonna forget about my kids and like everything's me. It's not that kind of pick me or putting myself first. It's not like that. It's different. And once you figure that out, like, yeah, it's gonna help a little bit. I mean, it's not gonna be like, oh my gosh, motherhood's all of a sudden like great and like good, but it's just like it'll help you. It's like a little stepping stone to kind of figure out this journey of motherhood.
It's just reconnecting to who you are. That's what choosing yourself is. It's just saying, I matter, and I'm going to give myself, I matter in these 5 minutes because my kids won't give me 10. And my life in this moment is surrender. Mm-hmm. It's just surrendering and going, I'm not going to fight this. This is my process. This is the way it happens, and it's going to unfold this way. But in that 5 minutes, you can see the magic that can happen in 5 minutes, in 10 minutes, when you move back into who you are as a woman, and you go, and maybe that's just
your identity.
Yeah, you don't lose your identity. It feels for 99% of the day that you don't have one.
No.
Right?
Right.
But now you do. Right?
Right.
So good. So I guess that's where we should leave it, right?
Sounds good.
Sounds good.
I mean, I hope I made sense. It's just like, there's just so much about this. Like, I know we like went on all over the place and like tangents and stuff, but it's just like so much. It's like hard to like stay focused on one thing, right? In this topic.
It is. And you know what? And I look at it and I go, actually, if we were at a coffee shop, if we were at Dunkin' Donuts, you and I would be having the same conversation. So it's not staged. There's nothing staged about what we're doing here, you know?
It's not staged.
Nope, it's not staged. It's real. Your kids are crying. My notifications are going off, even though I've totally turned them off. I'm like, I turned them off and they're all dinging away.
Yeah. Yep.
But that's life, you know? Like, we must... And again, that's the point of what I want to do. I'm not trying to pretend that I'm something more or that I can offer more. This is me in my real life. This is my office. This is my home. You
Beautiful space.
Thank you. I thank you, you know, but that's because I move into a place of gratitude every day. And I don't know what the world is going to give me, but I do know something. That when you begin to choose yourself, you reconnect to love, you reconnect to grace, you reconnect to who you are and possibility. That's what I'm all about. And that's what you are wanting to dialogue about. And that's a great mixture between the two of us. And for those of you out there, so how do people get a hold of you if they want to reach out to you?
It's just Instagram right now.
Sure.
That's like the only app, like social media app that I'm on.
Yeah. I'm
not a very social media, like I don't even know how to navigate Facebook. I'm not that great. So it's just Instagram, message me or leave a comment. Like I feel like people message me because it's more private.
Yes.
So yeah, just send me a message, and I like twice a day I go through my messages because I do it all at the same time.
Right.
Yeah, just message me if like you want to talk about it or anything you want to talk about.
And what's your handle?
Desert Mama of 3.
And 3 is spelled THREE.
Yeah, and then Mama is just MAMA.
Yeah.
So Desert Mama of 3. Yeah.
Yes, and you can reach me at www.laurieclark.ca. You can also, I encourage you to, if you want to, on my site, we have a button that says share your story, and that connects to the team, and then we look at that and we reach out because every story matters. Every story matters. I could do 15 shows on this and it doesn't matter to me because everyone's going to have that conversation that's different, right?
Yeah.
And maybe, Luci, we bring you in and you could weigh in on someone and we could keep the conversation going. But you can email the Laurie Clark team at gmail.com, and that's TheLoriclarke team at gmail.com. So we're very excited to have talked with you today. This is awesome. Like, thank you. Thank you.
Thank you.
Have a good day and kiss those babies. I know you will. They were crawling all over you in a second.
Oh, yeah. It's a whole different story upstairs. Yeah.
All right. It was lovely to talk
so nice.
to you.
Thank you for having me on your show.
Thank you for coming. It's been great. Talk to you soon.
All right. Thank you.
Bye.
Laurie.